Hi everyone, it's Adrienne Leah. This is a client reading. I'll be using the Kitsune Oracle for this video. Before starting, I was getting red energy, like sexual energy, so I'll see where that is in what your message is. But I'm also getting that this is the path that you're meant to take. So maybe you have somebody in mind. The main card that you have is empowerment. So this could be a time of having more confidence, and not to say that you don't have it, but it seems like there's more to your energy than usual. Maybe something has happened. Maybe you have gotten into this relationship and you're super glad that you did, or maybe you have somebody in mind and it does seem like things are looking up in the immediate future for that. So your present card is the Sunlight After Darkness. You could have had a rough patch in the past, but I think that this is really pulling through for you. And with that, I'm getting leave behind what is no longer you. And it does look like a keyhole here too. So I feel like something that you're gonna be doing is unlocking something that paves the way. And I think that the person that I feel like there's a current conversation going on, or there's something where you're going to be talking to the person. This person could really help with that. And I'm also getting the word undoing. Acceptance. And this kind of reminds me of fall leaves. So during fall, you have more of the contemplation of things dying, of gathering together, maybe appreciating. But on the sides here, I'm getting growth. So this could be growth from both parties, but I'm also getting overgrown too. So something is there, but I think it needs to be readjusted. So there's more beneath the surface. So you look at water, and the closer you get to the surface, the more iridescent it is. But then once you get deep down into it, it's like the depths and you can't see anything. Those are the things that are going to be worked during this time. I'm not getting the next cycle, I'm actually getting this cycle. So this is the time where you're doing it. It's not going to be a long one, this cycle. And this one kind of reminds me of the mistletoe too. So there could be some type of affection, some type of receiving that will really help you out. And also tying into what you're doing at this moment. What could be a struggle is to dance with joy. So with the ivy in this card, there could be some entanglement going on. There could be something that you might have strung along. If you haven't had that energy than the other person, I'm also getting that it could be more than one. And this is basically moving up. And I'm also getting the inner calling too. The sentinel. This is a protective energy for you. Someone in your life has some type of guidance and protection over you at this time. Especially when it's really cloudy. It makes you change perspectives because it might be difficult to see the light in certain situations. But I like to say that there's a balance, because with science, you can't have light without having darkness. So it's the balance of the yin and yang. And I'm also getting this with more than one person, so it could be you and another person. Mainly getting these two people. How to overcome it? There is a sense of maturity that comes with this card. I am going to say that you might do things that maybe new experiences for you that you've never done in the past, that maybe it was out of your reach, or maybe you weren't old enough or experienced in something, but this is the time where you're going to get it. This is a good cycle for you. It's going to be a fulfilling one. Is it going to be the most enjoyable one? There's going to be times of discomfort for sure. But the crystal ball is standing out to me. So there's a sense of perspective here too. But there's also a sense of distraction with the facial expression. Because it seems to be in a lot of the cards, they're not exactly looking outwards. It looks like there's more of an inner reality type of reaction. And then sharing your wisdom. So whatever you learn in this cycle is going to help you in multiple cycles in the future. This is building momentum, and I just have this guidebook with it. And this is the Foxfire card. So what's amazing with the Kitsune is that it can be the guidance for you. And one type of vision that I get with the Kitsune is seeing a fire path and seeing the Kitsune in mainly its orange form, but whatever speaks to you. And there's also hesitance with this. So I would say make sure that you're confident in what you're doing, because there's something that I'm getting that's feeding off of not being confident. Like, you have to go into this. You can't just have the fluctuations of not having that confidence. Sure, you'll have those times, but I feel like that's pretty important. So you have the golden moment. So with the times of difficulty, I think that you're going to have more appreciation for when things actually go right. I'm going to say this again, this is not an easy process, especially with your watery energy. And even in the sky, there's a lot of clear skies, but then randomly there's like dark skies too. So there's a sense of bleakness. So maybe finding different ways of rebalancing is going to help. And grace, which could come with the coming of age too. Especially your reaction time, how you do things. So for your past, you have the past lives. And with this one, I'm getting remembrance. But there's a strong type of energy of needing to remember. Not saying that you need to forget, but it's like it's so concentrated on remembering these things when it kind of counteracts the movement sometimes. So being in the moment is also important, which is why the future gives me tea ceremony and sharing your wisdom. So at the end of the day, you might be like this old crone, and and people see bags under people's eyes, they'll say, oh, they've seen things. Because I feel like with your energy, you have seen things. Intuitive. Since I just said intuitive, like under my breath, that's also something to think about too. So to end this reading, I have the card Hope, which is an amazing card to end the reading with, because it's like presently you have the sunlight after darkness, and then you have hope. So even in the darker of days, because with the fall type energy that you get from this, there's always the illumination of maybe having things readily available for you. Because I feel like with certain things in your life and a lot of things, there could be some synchronicities where, and I don't need me to sound like corny or anything, but it seems like there's a certain timeline where things come together, and maybe just like things or guides putting those things in your path. So thank you for watching. I hope that this was helpful, or something, or someone. Sorry. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'll see you in another video.